Greetings, fellow Ammonites. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld False God, episode 37. Let in the light. So, towards the end of last stream, we had the goal of making worker cabins. So instead of the guests here and the barracks here, we have the cooks and farmers in this spot. We've got the craftsmen, or artisans, I should say, in this spot. The builders and miners in this spot. And then the very nice guest accommodations up here with plumbing and private bedrooms. And then the sort of Motel 6 down here with the grouped bed. Oh, you know what? This should be occupancy checked. But it links weird. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll have to tinker with that. And then what I also did between last stream and this stream... Oh, and I guess we got attacked by a ton of tribals and they're all dead. Because, you know, that's what we do. So between last stream and this stream, I also added a whole bunch of mods. I added a more quest mod so that we will receive maybe 2 or 3 times the amount of quests. So when quests come available to vote on, just know that there will be a lot of quests rather than a slow trickle. So we don't really have to accept all of them because there will be more of them so we can pick and choose. I also installed a replantable garland tree mod so that we can move the gao trees around much the way that we can move the anima tree around so we don't have to chop it down. More planning. So instead of me trying to write down weird Roman numerals like this, I have a planning mod so I could just be like blue, red, and yellow. And that way you know exactly what I mean, and it's not up to my chicken scratch scribbly planning numbers. I also installed a Windows mod. So here in the research tree, we have Glassworks to unlock some windows. And that will allow light into buildings, which should reduce the need for braziers and torches and the like. Some rooms, like the hospital or the recreation dining room, probably should still be lit, but a lot of other rooms probably can go without. And that's Glassworks. And then, of course, last but not least, a perspective buildings mod. So what this perspective buildings mod does is allows you to adjust structures to sort of line up properly, or to mirror them. So, for instance, if we take a look at these two sculptures, I can mirror this one so that it sort of symmetrically matches the other one. Or I can, move buildings around a little bit to have them sort of fit the area a little bit better. So that is building perspectives. And the collection of the mod list has all been updated. So as you can see above my head, the priority right now is going to be vote for priority. So I'm going to put up some goals and have you vote on them. But also, I am going to spend a little bit of time just adjusting things. So, for instance, if I wanted to move the Sphinx statues around, I could go ahead and do that, and then mirror them so that it looks better. And I will also take goals submitted by all of you guys as well. So, viewer-submitted ideas, if you want to suggest some things, that inbox is open. And drinks on you. Hey, Crimson. Cheers. We still need a statue over here since it was broken. And then we have some doors that shouldn't be propped open. So we need to fix that. So here is the adjust mod, allowing us to mirror things and then nudge them around so they fit in the room better. So I can pull the chairs in if I wanted. Oh, Morty is confused. So if you like to sort of tinker with your colonies obsessively, that might be a mod for you. Just might. Oh, what was that? Ah, cabbages rotting away. Yeah, it's okay. I'll survive. Our hospital looks well used. The entryway is all rearmed. We're going to have a lot of trying to get rid of these corpses to do. What I might end up doing is to try to stockpile them all in one spot and then nuke them with lightning. Just get rid of them real quick. Oh, I forgot about Godfather's kitchen room thing, where he has it all to himself. He's one of the only cooks. Let's fix that. Your cabbages? Yeah. Seems like our cabbages are getting ruined. It's okay. Alright, so this is the first list of new goals. Go do a world quest. We don't have a lot of work quests. We have cache and supplies, which is for advanced components and a psychic emanator. We do have a logging and farming work site, and then a component mining work site. Oh, and let's generate the planet. Or we could just do a trade run. We could incorporate windows. So right now, the windows that I have available to me are just the rustic windows. But even simple rustic windows are going to allow some light into rooms that otherwise don't have light. I could set up a fire trap for raiders. There was a YouTube comment that mentioned that the Egyptians sort of did love their traps. You know, famously, the sarcophaguses of pharaohs were pretty well trapped. Ooh, elephant self-tamed. Hello. So with that in mind, it does make sense that we have fire traps if you guys want them or think that I should incorporate them. Craft better arms and armor. So the uranium heavy clubs are really hard to beat in terms of damage, but it might be possible to craft better maces or swords. It would be, again, challenging, but possible. Or viewer suggestions. And of course, I am taking viewer suggestions from all of you already anyway. So if you have viewer suggestions for me, just submit them in the box and I'll incorporate them next chance I get. Another thing that I was thinking was to probably move the stonecutter to this spot, because this spot is likely going to be the place where we are mining mass stone. So that work facility down here could probably be relocated, and then the associated stockpiles probably could be relocated as well. And in fact, I can use the steel quarry platforms as stockpiles for the cut stone, so that the quarry actually looks like an industrial setting, which could be pretty cool. Don't put the masterwork statue with they bashed. Okay, I'll keep the masterwork safe. There. I'll just have to build another one. So that's a large sculpture out of marble. Alright, it looks like I'm going to be incorporating windows. Build windows into the colony and suggest goals with channel points. The other question that I'm going to have for all of you is, what sort of windows should I build? Rustic, or wait for better windows? Or rustic and wait? So this question is, right now, I really only have the basic rustic windows, which is very, very simple, small, one by one, like the size of a vent or a door. And then there is, of course, Glassworks, which gives me huge and large windows. I'm not going to do security glass windows because, you know, obviously that's not tech that makes sense for us. So I could set up rustic windows for things like the crafting rooms that are very basic, or the general stockpile storages, or the fueling rooms. Oh, come on. Or the public bathrooms, although having a window in there is a little weird, but whatever, we could still do it. Or I could set up some rustic windows and then wait for better ones. I feel like rustic windows, like in our throne room, would be a little weird. But, you know, I'd do it if you think it was worth doing. And then, if you do have viewer suggestions for the goal after this one, I am taking suggestions. When does the next mini-series start? My schedule is... Actually, you can just type ! schedule. But it's in 26 days, 22 hours, 47 minutes, and 50 seconds. If you wanted to know. Alright, Sabin. Whoa! That's not good. Our cook had her thumb torn off due to that social fight. So that's extraordinarily dumb. Just the way it goes sometimes, I guess. So aggressive. Alright, Tar, you can go back to animal hauling. As can Tech Wolf. But Grey Hermit... Oh no, Grey Hermit, you're all trained up too. Alright, so 3 animal haulers. That's really good. And it looks like you guys want to wait for better windows. Got it. So after I research Harp, I will queue up Glassworks and get the better windows. Was the leg recent too? No, she actually spawned with a peg leg, and she is a body purist, so I removed her peg leg because it would make her happier, albeit slower. So that is not that is a very old injury, in other words. I don't even know the age of that injury. We're training the Panthers with eggs. Okay. Excellent. So I no longer have any guests. Let's allow new guests. I guess they left. I don't think that we're going to get a lot of recruits through guest visits. Just because the amount of friendships that seem to be required are very prohibitive. So now that we have a harp, I should go down to the electric smithy and queue up said harp. One of the reasons to get a harp, why we unlocked it in the first place, is that some of our people are getting bored of the recreation that they have offered to them, and access to a harp allows us to do musical recreation type, which is going to allow them to get bored, which is good. What's your job these days? Apparently, soaking up in the bath. No, your job these days is cooking and farming. And moral guiding, which doesn't seem to be working because our colonists are losing fingers to fights. But such is the way of RimWorld at times. All right, I'm going to add the tunnel walls to home zone so we automatically repair and replace. One thing that I was thinking of is possibly trying to deep freeze. It would be really difficult to do, but deep freeze these rivers in order to stop future infestations. That is a very plausible thing to do. It would be difficult, but if it was proposed in a goal, I'd work towards it. Let's see if there's other things that need to be home zoned. Oh, inspired recruit. That's good, because we never, ever, ever have anyone to recruit. Ever. Alright, this all looks correct. I don't so much care about what it looks like outside the walls, so I'm cleaning that up. But I will keep the insect blocker walls on home zones, because that is going to be important. Alright, that looks about right. Or at least close enough. Dan, thank you for the follow. Cool, Dan. Pulling those chairs in. You know, to be polite and all. Yeah, there is a vicious cycle of people becoming disfigured, and then fighting ensues because they're disfigured, and it's, you know, you end up with just a disfigurement, downward spiral, as you mentioned. There are some mods that adjust for disfigurements, making them so that they're not uglifying, or whatever you want to call it, which are pretty helpful, because it can get a little ridiculous at times with colonists beating each other up, causing more disfigurements for the fun of it. All right, the bridge insect blocker is almost done. This mountain insect blocker is almost done. The inside caves need a little bit of repair. And then I'll start working on the windows. Once it's researched. Alright, Sabin and Godfather and Kynan should be all healed up very soon. So these bathrooms, I don't think I could do stall doors then. I'll do regular doors and do an occupancy check to make them work better. Wait, where are you going, Macho? Alright, repairing some of the insect blocking walls. That's good. A logging site detected. And Amon-Ra back to making a harp. Awesome. Once the harp's done, I'll get the research for better windows going. Alright, should I incorporate the rustic window design into any buildings? Like the simple ones? Or are we good in just not doing that at all? I'll leave that up to you. So if you're wondering what rooms that would be, it would be the latrines. It would probably be the bio-waste room. Just, you know, the brewery. Little rooms that don't need grinder windows, but it's up to you. I don't mind just doing the fancy windows if you think that's the way to go. All right. The quarriers are quarrying. If that's the case, I might as well just shave more mountain for more space. If they're in the quarry, because I think it's faster to get stone this way. And it makes space for future things. We have a masterwork of something. Oh. Clothing. Awesome. All right, 1 more minute to vote in that poll, but it looks like it's a runaway poll. Looks like yes will win. I don't know how I had a chicken here. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Must have been a fertilized egg that hatched on its own and went undetected. Should put vents in the bathrooms just for roleplay reasons. Oh, good. Why am I... Stupid program. Why you do that? I don't even know. I'll have to go through my settings again. Very annoying. Okay, so I should incorporate rustic windows into basic bedrooms. Should I add vents to the bathrooms? The only issue with adding vents to the bathrooms is we might have to close those vents if we end up with a heat wave. And, yeah. I guess that's fine, right? Alright, so there are some rustic windows there. Let's do one in that room. This one. And I think those are all the simple rooms. Probably some in the crafting room too. Well, no, the crafting room could use bigger windows. I mean, they are crafting in there. They should be able to see what they're doing. Probably. All right, cremation is underway. I have no slate. Holy cow. Seriously? None? Not a single slate anywhere? And guests. Trosruga. So, antelope again. Really? Nimble Sickly. I do want to entertain and recruit this guy, but oh, wow, it only costs 1 friend? That's not bad. Chemical interest? No. Not all abrasive? Probably not. Misogynist who's bloodlust? No. Rhino? Lazy? Body martyr hard worker? Body martyr's just never going to be able to be satisfied. So I would say that antelope is probably the only one we want. You should forbid masterwork items in the shopping area. You know, I'm actually okay with them buying it. Chances are, it's already been worn. Chances are that my own colonists will wear it very quickly, and it becomes far less of an issue as a result. Oops. Okay, no vents to the bathrooms. Should we keep the elephant? Yes or no? So an elephant did self-tame out here. female, 34 years old. The life expectancy of elephants are 50, so it's going to stick around a few years. Quite a bit, actually. And have you vote on that? 2.5 minutes. And then a little reminder that if you have goals and suggestions for me, please let me know. Drop them in, because we are going to be polling on new goals soon. Amin-Ra's already a third of the way done researching Windows. And here is the benefit of the window. So if we take a look at like natural light, as you can see, it adds a little bit of natural light right over the sink. They're very basic. It's not a lot of vision, but it's helpful. So here, as you can see, it lit up, you know, some of that room that otherwise was dark. Not my onions. And I might need multiple rustic windows just to, like, illuminate the areas that matter. Cool. We are almost done with the next set of anima grass. So Shellbell and Amin-Ra's maxed. Macho's maxed. Darzan and Guero have 1 and 2. And those were the only... Those two would be the only ones eligible for the next linkage. Because it's title holders only. So we're running out of title holders, I guess. That's one way to look at it. Hey, buddy. Oh, puppy treats that I missed. There you go. I'm just going to clean up some of this stone debris, because it's ugly. Love how my animals stock the clothing. It's funny. Now the other problem is the windows in here can cause issues with the fermentation of our poo. And yeah, we're keeping the elephant. All right, so raffle timer's up for the elephant. Good luck to you subscribers in the chat who are active. I'll give you something to vote on in just a second. Who should get the next sidecast? Guero or Darzan? And that way, you're active in the chat. So Guero would be up to level 2, Darzan up to level 1. Or up to level 3, rather. The other direction. Wait, they bought steel? No, you didn't buy steel. You bought some steel weapon. What? A Palmax. Okay. I was like, they didn't buy raw steel. That's not what guests do. Quit lying to me. Let's remove the roof here before Aviator 10 crushes themselves. There we go. Waiting for the infestation to kick in? It might. You know, we do have that risk. We haven't fully mitigated it, which is fine. Windows are almost done. Of course, there's some spots where we can't have windows, like the lab. So Glassworks is finished. I'm going to queue up Advanced Fabrication while we poll about what to do next. And then let me get some windows in. So Structure, we're going to go with huge windows into the throne room. Maybe better centered. Like there. And that should illuminate it so we don't even need... Like, I'm trying to phase out braziers if possible. So I do have enough jade for that, which is good. Let's also do huge windows here in the dining room. We might end up reworking their dining room for reference, because we might want a larger space in the future. Excuse me. And then we can also do larger windows in the stockroom. So one of the reasons why I don't have the stockrooms roofed is because, you know, we wouldn't want to, we wouldn't want to make it dark, but I didn't want to spend the wood to illuminate it, so it was a compromise. I'm definitely gonna need more slate. Oh, come on now. Quit fighting one another. Good. That's exactly how we wanted to treat our guests. Hey, Shellbell, could you fix this? Oh my lord. Beating our guests unconscious. Darzan, quit it. Not supposed to do that. Okay, so it looks like Darzan, despite the fact that he just beat one of our guests unconscious, is going to be the recipient of the next sidecast. Because, you know. To the victor goes the spoils, I guess? Oh, that's ugly. What the heck? Excuse me. I'm gonna see if I can't, like, God mode fix that. I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. Yeah, okay. Excuse me for using God mode, but I'm sure that bugged you as much as it bugged me. And I bet they're gonna do it over here, possibly. We'll see. Alright, the elephant's name is Magenta Fairy. Do you want to go by Magenta Fairy or Fairy? Last I asked you, you went with Fairy, but I'll name you Magenta Fairy for now. So the guest we were trying to recruit is Antelope. And now they need 5 friends to recruit. I don't know how that happened. Fairy, please? Okay. You got it. And you're not yet an animal handler, so you're just going to hang out in the pasture. The other issue is you are eating way more than everybody else, but that's just how it goes. So Darzan, let's get y'all hooked up here. Macho, Amun-Ra, and Shabel will not participate. What kind of monstrosity is that meat in the fridge room? I don't know what you mean. The panther meat? Can Fairy learn to haul? She can. And is being taught to haul. Okay, Silent gained Word of Love. Because I only get pacifist psycasts. I don't get it. I am so cursed. Oh my god. It's like my 3rd Word of Love. This thing is like a hippo. Just a hippo. Oh, it's doing it again. All right, I'll fix up the yeah, okay. I'll fix up the flooring periodically when it goes all weird like that. I don't know why that mod is not working to spec. It looks like one big creature. Yeah, it's two different hippos. Not some mega monstrosity, contrary to the way it looks. Now, as long as people are not nocturnal, these workshops are going to be pretty well lit in the day as long as the sun's out. Solar flares and the like will ruin that, but I guess I should have put one out over here in the art as well. Throne unusable. Yeah, I know. No one's gonna use it anyway. Ooh, a wedding. Darzan and Sabin are getting married. The two that have been in the social fights recently. So, very much a Bridezilla wedding over here. Now, I canceled the last wedding because Amun-Ra was away, getting Hothr's bond, if I recall. So, hopefully this goes without a hitch. And if there's a hitch, oh well. Maxu, you want to attend? I quickly forbid the sculpture so that Maxu would attend. Oh, Darzan's late to his own wedding. Oh, and Sabin is too. Hey, Sabin, quit playing with dead bodies and go attend your own wedding. Yeah, Yeah, go. Run. Well, okay, hop. Here comes the bride, all dressed in red. So that was quite a long wait, because Sabin's slow and was the last one to arrive. But I guess that makes sense in weddings, right? Normally, the bride is the last one to arrive with her father or paternal figure. But, you know, whatever. Oh, I like the windows a lot. And we'll keep incorporating them. Okay, so they're married and we're celebrating. What's funny is Darzan's one of the most upset people in the colony, but it's going back up. If you have goals to suggest, use the channel points to mark them down. I also have some goals as my own personal ideas that I could propose as well. And the wedding ceremony finally finished. They were the last ones to leave. And they should be very happy for a very long time. Awesome. Weddings are a really powerful tool for mood in RimWorld. Their stay was just okay. And unknown drifters. 6 desperate refugees are approaching, leaders called Sammy. They claim to have escaped organ harvesting operation. So we believe in charity, so we're going to accept them. So let's take a look at them. Cyclically deaf, careful shooter. Staggeringly ugly, steadfast. Industrious, greedy. Gourmand, misogynist, beautiful. Iron-willed, bloodlust, and really loves plants. Oh god, please join us, please join us. And then pyromaniac, trigger-happy, and undergrounder. So this is 6 of them, and I just so happen to have 6 beds. Cool. So they'll sleep in the Motel 6 quarters. I gotta have a better name for that, but essentially Motel 6 quarters. Yeah, it's now closed. It's a refugee camp. I am also going to raffle these guys' names off. So there's the raffle timer, and good luck to you subscribers. And while that happens, I'm going to type up some goals. Alright, so I've typed up these suggestions that you've made so far. If anyone has suggestions, propose them now. And I'm going to type up some of my own as well to fill out the list. The Sanskrit word for 6 is... good to know. That's, well, it's poopy accommodations, is what I could say. Okay, so here is your ideas that you propose, plus a few of my own. There is the vote. Actually, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to vote on this. A little bit more time than 2.5. 5 minutes to vote on this. And Icarus, cheers. Wasn't there a night owl too? I don't think the guests had a night owl. Let me double check. No. I do have a night owl in the colony somewhere, though. I think you're right about that. Who lost their night owlisms. Maybe? Nope, never mind. No night owl. Maybe it was, was Brady a night owl? I don't recall. Could be, could be. So the art now has a window, which is good. Very well illuminated. Oh, these guys work, don't they? I need to adjust their scheduling accordingly. I forgot about that. I'm so used to them being combatants that don't help to do anything. Okay, there. Works all set. You're stuck behind a Minions ad that won't play? Oof. Alright, a lot of good mining done up here. I'm trying to avoid mining things like uranium, because we don't need it at the moment, and all it would do is increase the colony value for no benefit whatsoever. Until you vote that I should expand weapon production. But that hasn't been the case for a while. Give the refugees tribal word, avoid the debuff. No. The reason is the tailor in the colony is Wait, this is weird. Why do I have to claim my own slate? What? That's a bug. That's a weird bug. Smooth walls are automatically owned by you. So I shouldn't have to claim them. Okay, well. Yeah, so Amon Ra is the only one that tailors right now, and giving them all their own clothing would add a crazy amount of labor to Amon Ra, which is probably not helpful. Alright, if you haven't voted yet, go ahead, but we just got the giveaway timer, so here we go. Dead Cold, you are going to be Sammy. Congrats. Bangface, you are Habanero. Urgal for Gabor, the Anteater. The Anteater Machine Collector. That makes sense. Guero. Well, you already have a character, Guero, so I'm going to re-roll that. So there aren't two Gueros. Mino. You're going to be Toad. You beautiful gourmand misogynist, you. And then Mino and Lino. Oh boy, this is going to be confusing. Right, let's call you Old Man Mino, too. Which is funny, because your character's 19 years old. Yeah. You old man, you survived childbirth. Congratulations. And then Macho Smallface. You also have a character. In fact, you have a title character, so I'm going to reroll that as well. To go to Shellbell. Okay, this isn't rigged, guys, I promise. The Kiwa. There we go. Finally. Someone that gets to keep the name. Kiwa. Alright, looks like you all want me to add fire trap mazes. Ah, delicious. So, add fire trap mazes. So I do have a question for you about that, because there's a few different options. I could add fire trap mazes to the main entrance as an yet another alternative way into the colony. Oh, or alternatively, I could add fire trap mazes to the corridors. Having the corridors have fire trap mazes built internal into the base so that we can use the fire trap mazes in really any direction. So where should I build the fire trap mazes? Or fire trap maze? The main entrance, the side entrances, or other viewer suggestion. If you think you don't like those two options. As Candy says, use a east entrance for fire trap because it doesn't have anything special. That's entirely possible. That would be like a viewer suggestion. Okay, when silver falls from the sky, something bad's gonna happen. That's an omen. That there's bait. So going with some smooth walls here. So that we beautify the inside of the city over time. Actually, that should be smooth. I might need to break down some slate to do it, but... there we go. Rather large construction project, but one that will yield results, I think. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld False God, which originally streamed live on Twitch June 26th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video also have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.